much want to be a part of change. We so much want to help communities address the despairing conditions that marginalize people, that keeps our children from graduating from high school, that keeps our children safe on streets, that keeps our children being in the lower percentage of college graduates, that keeps our children out of prisons, that keeps our children interested and empowered in all that they can achieve.
We all work tirelessly every day to change the lives of so many young people, and we've oftentimes been doing it in silos. And so this was a perfect opportunity for us to come together.
So this has been a vision that has turned into some really wonderful outcomes in terms of helping to promote coalition building at the local level.
And create a model that you can prove works, that you can prove reduces teen pregnancy, reduces juvenile crime, reduces child abuse and neglect, improves academic performance, and then we can scale it up.
And so we've been very conscious about developing a continuum of care, not only again for the children that we work with, but for their caregivers as well. And we see all the work that we do as foundational while we have the parents here overlooking our process. And so that work that we've done has led us to some amazing, possibilities on the part of our children. We're still early in our work. We're very conscious about the people that we work with. We really and truly have a collective impact approach.
I'm a person who runs to Liberty City every day. And I do it because I'm running an organization that uses a philosophy that is the basis of this Cradle to Career strategy. And it's, you do whatever it takes. You do whatever it takes to ensure that kids in a neighborhood like Liberty City or Overtown or Homestead are going to be successful. And then
And we have, at Boston College School of Education, have been focused upon this in terms of really doing it in 3 segments. One is identifying programs that are doing some effective work around the country. Secondly, bringing those programs to Boston College for several days like today to really have an opportunity in an informal setting. So take our jackets off, roll up our sleeves, and dig our teeth into some essential issues that we are very much aware of. Most importantly is to spur partnerships and begin to build coalitions.
Also with this, we have to be cognizant that this is about community building as well, but community building from the social capital standpoint. Not just infrastructure, but how can we build the community by building our young people to participate and engage meaningfully as they go through the lifespan.
So what we have is a set of guidelines that are just some informal guidelines that will help guide the discussion in the breakout groups.
In a hospital or, isolated people die soon. So let's look at the 2 of you since you're sitting next to each other, right? I was just going to say that. Right, so what do you do? You guys are... Oh yeah.
That's a way to pull in Delinquent, who was at the table.
And so just serving as a connector. They also do things like if you need a map of a community, they can give you a map. So they have GIS software. So when we do our recruiting and we need folks going out canvas in the neighborhood, they can provide those maps for our campuses to go out and bring people.
So again, I can't say it enough. The technology and getting the students inspired through technology in 2015 moving forward, I think is going to play a huge role in the reinvention of the perception of that community.
And so some visible signs of well-being we talked about are more positive asset-based models for parenting programs, and moving towards a model where parents feel invited to be engaged in the process instead of like told they're required, right? Because
is phenomenal. And I think that in this work, you've got to be willing to take risks. And in taking those risks, knowing you're going to make mistakes, and I'm sure there's things that she may do differently and has learned from. But the beauty of it was that you impacted kids for 10 weeks that otherwise would have never had the opportunity to have any of some of the services or relationships with some of the artists that you brought in if it wouldn't have been for that. So I think that's a great example of how the work that we're doing and the 2 years that you guys have been meeting and what's about to happen, it's going to be powerful.
And that's why it was really good to hear so much discussion today about wanting to be asset-based. I think that that's absolutely critical. I think it's critical to thinking about the medium and long term to be asset-based.
Like, who owns the kid's data? Is it the parents? Should have free access, and if the parents say, okay, I want my data to go automatically to this particular group because we're involved strategically, I wonder if that will create an interesting discussion around data ownership, because the school is very proprietary with that.
So we all know that parent involvement can make a big difference if we're successful at accomplishing it on a lot of fronts,
My name is Dr. Donnie Hale. I'm with FIU, the Education Effect. And so what I thought of the roundtable was it was phenomenal. Great information, great insight, and even more great collaboration and coalition that really brought people to the table to have a very important conversation.
Hi, I'm Barbara Norland, and I'm with the YWCA of Greater Miami. Today's roundtable was excellent. I truly feel, it goes back to that old adage, it takes a village to raise a child, and I feel that if we all draw collectively together, that we can make an impact.
Hi, my name is Jeff Hurst. I'm with the Florida Department of Children and Families and Child Care Regulation and Background Screening, and I'm the community liaison for that department. I loved the roundtable. I think it's very crucial to have a partnership with community leaders, with other agencies, state agencies, private entities, take care of the business at hand, and that is ensuring that children from 0 to 20 have an opportunity to get out of maybe a poverty situation or to do better than their parents. And the only way for that to get done is a lot of people working together for the same good.